Thank you. Those Wednesday storms forcing the farmers market on Broadway to close early, but from video shared to Action 2 News, some vendors didn't have time to tear down.
And people posting on Broadway's Facebook page saying some people were hurt. Kristen Allen joining us in studio this morning. Kristen, what do we know?
Well, Tammy and Emerson, On Broadway posted on its Facebook page before the storms saying that it had spoke with the National Weather Service and didn't have plans at that point to cancel, but that decision was reversed shortly after 6 p.m. Vendors started to clean up their booths as the storm rolled in. You can see in this video here the winds blowing hard, water starting to rise, and tents and merchandise seen blowing all over and breaking even in the winds. In the video, the person filming says the water came fast while folks were trying to clean up.
At least 2 inches or more of water. Farmers market. This gentleman over here lost everything. This tent is really trashed.
Many people online are now sharing their criticism of the decision. One person saying it, quote, should have been canceled. Vendors got their product and tents damaged. People got hurt and were put in danger. Another saying, quote, I'm thankful I wasn't hurt, and I'm thankful to the farmers next to me who helped protect my sister and I and our inventory and everything else. Action 2 News has reached out to On Broadway early this morning about the decision and whether or not anyone was hurt. We have not heard back yet. Tammy.